taking advice from ethical therapists and psychiatrists who hold space for my truth while also sharing their own. Like, that's who I'm listening to.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know you. Who are you? What's your qualifications? You just have an opinion?
Yes. Yes. The opinions. And it's just, I just appreciate you so much for, I know that it's exhausting standing up to me. And yeah.
It's meaningful.
It's meaningful.
Right?
Thank you. Yes. And I was trying to explain that to my spiritual mentor today, because she was like, when you told me that you needed prayers and I saw what was coming, I felt really afraid for you. I'm like, yeah, well,
feels right.
Fair. I chose to keep going because I myself kept praying about it, and it's what happened. So,
well, I mean, again, it's the idea that you're having spiritual delusions. Like, I have said to people, I'm like, again, and maybe this is, but like, part of what really helped me in my healing was going to Al-Anon.
Yeah.
Right? That's a 12-step program. Folks who do not know, 12-step is it is a program of spiritual recovery.
Yeah.
They were like, she talks to God. I'm like, well, yeah, that's actually in 12-step. They encourage you.
Yeah. Anyone
you get like, that's a thing. And you follow the rules, like, and what I think people sort of fail to understand is like, why would you do this? Why would you not give up? Well, because you're doing this for a higher purpose, for a greater good.
Yeah.
Right? That it has to be connected to that. I mean, when I started this platform to talk about, my work around childhood sexual abuse and like how terrifying that was, and how, everybody is silenced. It was terrifying, but it was for a greater good. It's because somebody had to talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody had to stand up for this. And I think there really is just this absolute, well, it has to, who you would only do this if you were really getting something out of it. And it's like, well, not if you are doing it for a greater good.
Exactly. What I'm getting out of it is, 1, I'm healing myself.
Mm-hmm.
2, I'm showing myself that I am full of courage.
Yes.
3, the DMs that I'm getting.
Yes, there it is. Yep.
From women and some men who are saying, I've been in love with my therapist for years and I didn't realize how inappropriate it was until you shared your story.
Yes.
One woman was like, my therapist became my boyfriend and he's 10 years older than me. And I just don't know what to do. I was like, oh my gosh, and I just talked to her about it. And then 2 days later, she was like, I want you to know that I broke up with him. Abby.
I know.
Abby, this is it, is that there are therapists who are predatory everywhere. And you say this in your videos, that people do not want to believe that there are bad people in the mental health field. So they're making me the bad person.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, again, I think this is really I make the joke, and I like to make jokes, which I understand that you all, if anybody, you only get through things if you can make it funny in certain ways, right? So I'm eternally this is patriarchy 2025, the great dissociation, right? What is really happening here is people do not want to believe that they are unsafe in safe places.
Exactly.
Right? That is too
yes. Yes.
Too much. And the reason they don't want to believe that, right, is they don't want to believe their own experiences of that. Part of this is she's I mean, the narrative. There was one, I have to find, there was a message that was I can't believe the two of you. And it was so funny to me because I was thinking about it from a place of reality. You cannot believe that we are real. And I was just yeah, clearly you cannot believe it. Cannot believe
that ethical providers and, someone who's willing to speak out about unethical providers are real. And it's so funny because this is literally the first time we've ever talked. It was so fun. hopping into your live. So what happened yesterday was while I was live and I was like messaging with my mod, a few people were coming in and telling me like, hey, this woman's been at bat for you all day. And so I decided to pop in because my light like went out, and usually I'm on live for like a couple hours, but I know that my light went out because I was meant to hear what you had to say, because I've spent the last week just having people say horrible things to me. And it was really special that you didn't know that I
didn't know.
No, I know you didn't. And it made it that much better, because I was like, oh, this woman is just speaking right to me and she doesn't even know it. And it just was like, yep, okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
And it's also just a reminder that because that's the other thing, is that there are ethical providers that are in my DMs too. Yeah. Saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Like, I'm horrified that your therapist didn't help you with your transference for your psychiatrist, and that your psychiatrist didn't like refer you out. Yeah. That's crazy. Or, because some of the worst people actually are therapists in training.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They know far too little, but believe they know a great deal. Yeah. Yes. This is really, yes.
Exactly. And so, but those people that are like, hey, I'm in school and I just so appreciate you sharing your story because I'm really learning a lot from it. I'm like, oh, thank God. There are people that like want to do better and not just protect, And a lot of I also don't like the narrative that I completely made up the story about the guy I went on the hiking date with. People are saying that I just lied to make my story sound more credible.
I mean, again, I'm like, I really don't understand where folks are like, oh yeah, she's doing this all for the what? I'm like, what are you doing?
For the what?
For the what? This woman has been like literally eviscerated.
My life was good. Like
you were fine, right? You were fine.
My life was really good, and it's still good. It is.
Sure, but nobody would be like, yeah, this is a party. I'm loving this. This is. No.
And for that guy to be like, this is a grift. I'm like, yeah, $3. Okay.
I just love it. It's how dare you not allow me to say whatever I want to her and about her.
Exactly.
I'm like, what? I'm sorry. Are we not are we not hearing ourselves? Like, people are like, she's psychotic. First of all, I keep being like, guys, you thinking that you, first of all, as just a human, can assess for psychosis, right? Like, you have no training. Like, what you're doing is psychotic and devoid from reality. Like, they don't know you, and you are giving them, right, a picture, a moment in your life, but everyone's like, we don't have all the information. I'm like, of course you don't fucking have all the information. You're not entitled to all the information. She's a whole person. There's no way you can know everything about her. Exactly. Why do you think, truly, why do you feel you are entitled to it?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I truly do not understand. And the fact that, I mean, I've had people it's so, are you familiar with Darvo?
Yes. I've been explaining it on my live every night. Every night I've been telling people about how people are Darvoing me. Yes. They're like, what's Darvo? I'm like, let me tell you about
Darvo.
And let's tell, people are so excited that they get to be in, the chat for this one.
I just love it. Everybody's like,
I hope you all know I'm not looking at any of the comments.
I know.
None of them.
I have none of them. Either. But the fact, I mean, again,
So let's explain to everyone, all 5,700 people that are in here, what Darvo is, right? So people are denying my story. Mm-hmm. They're attacking my character, my livelihood, my well-being, my home, my friends, my family. They're attacking everything that they possibly can. You know, my yoga studio that I used to work at, everything. Everything. And then they're reverse victim and offender. So everyone in the chat,
that's what Darvo
they're making me the offender and the psychiatrist who held all of the power, the victim. So Darvo, deny, attack, reverse victim, offender. And I love having you here, like, because I think about it all the time. All the time. I'm like, this is Darvo. TikTok is Darvoing me.
Yes, they are. They are. And one of the things I think is really important, you know, Darvo comes from the research on is by Dr. Jennifer Freyd, who's this expert in betrayal trauma. And she started to study this because she recovered her memories of abuse and attempted to hold her perpetrator accountable. And they created the False Memory Foundation to discredit her. But the wonderful thing about the truth, and again, this is where I kind of like sit here with this and I'm like, look, whatever the collective, you know, patriarchal vomit that is happening, you know, towards you right now, the truth is the truth. It does not require belief. It will come to light. Like, just let it, you know, it will. And so Dr. Jennifer Freyd, you know, the False Memory Foundation, you can't have the, like, all this stuff, right? Everybody believed it for a little while. She was the, what do you call it? The, not that we're, being like the psychiatric, but the, what's the, Lenny fact checks for me. You haven't met Lenny. Here.
Well, let's see Lenny.
Lenny's... Here's Lenny.
Who's Lenny? Oh my gosh. Hey, Lenny, what's up? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a real person, not an AI.
What? Yeah,
you can't claim AI psychosis for you and Lenny.
No. Well, but Lenny and I both reality check with, I mean, again, we can talk about AI and how it is helpful when, you know, working with isolation and, right? What is it? The American Psychiatric Association. Dr. Jennifer Freyd was Person of the Year. She was at Stanford. She basically is the one who studied Darvo and put out all the research about it. So not only, you know, she knew about it and she lived it. Oh, yes. So, I should introduce myself, Kendra. Is that all right? My name is Abby.
Please, Abby. Please.
I'm Abby. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, and I believe people make sense. And I predominantly work with survivors of childhood trauma. And so when this was happening, and I essentially saw the way in which the world was responding to Kendra and overstepping their boundaries, right? All of these boundaries. I said, hang on, people make sense. And I believe Kendra does. So that's why I'm here. And I love it. I've already had people some guy today was like, I looked up your license and you, you know, it was, I mean, truly it was like, your license was not, I forget, it was whatever. But turns out, thank God he did this because I had forgotten to renew it because I didn't get the paperwork. So he was trying to be like you. And I was like, thank you so much. I don't know where I put that, but here it is. Thank you. So yes, I am licensed. You're welcome to report me and do all these things. You're allowed to do that.
That's hilarious.
You know, there will be an investigation. We'd have to prove your allegations. You're not going to ruin my career if I didn't do anything wrong, which me talking to Kendra in this space and being like, hi, I'm going to orient to her humanity and believe she is a person and treat her like a human being. You know, I if you want to report that, that's cool. No. Go right on ahead.
Oh my gosh. I know.
I know. Everyone's like, I told Lenny, you know, first of all, though, I'm relatively used to being in this position. in a certain way. Like I'm pretty comfortable with being not believed. I'm pretty comfortable with a good fight, and it's a lot easier to do it in service of something that is, you know. So again, it's the right thing to do. You know, it's the right thing to do, and I really wish that people could kind of see that treating you like a human being is the right thing to do.
You know, people are like, have you lost any friends from this? I was like, no, it's been the opposite. Like,
exactly.
people that I haven't talked to in 10 years are coming out of the woodwork and saying, how can I support you? I'm seeing what's happening to you. Exactly.
Right. It's not like what these people are doing. It's a projection. Like, it's just, it's all their stuff.
Right. So you guys, some of you are saying that I blocked you. Like, no, there were several nights in a row where I had mods that were just blocking everyone that were like saying nice things to me or like sending me gifts. So if you were blocked by me, I'm really sorry. I'm not sorry. I learned a valuable lesson with the mods, but yeah, like people are just attacking me. Even like from the inside, it was like the most insidious thing.
I mean, someone just said, you know, am I doing something wrong diagnosing you? I'm like, guys, to be clear, the thing I'm doing is actually not diagnosing Kendra.
Right.
The thing I'm doing is being like, hey, human, you seem to be being attacked, and I'm just going to come and sit here with you and be like, hey, I think you're a human being too, right? I'm not diagnosing Kendra.
Yeah, no.
I'm not doing
seeing my humanity.
That did. I'm
seeing my humanity.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here with you as a human being to be like, what the ever loving fuck is going on?
Yeah, and like I will just say that you have clocked so much in your videos, and I can't wait to DM you about it because, like,
I know. So
it's textbook. Like what happened with psychiatrist was textbook.
I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know yes. Mm-hmm. And again, the fact that people feel like they're fully entitled to the entire, I'm just like, for fuck's sake, guys.
Yeah.
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't true. Like, that's
exactly. And that's, you know, I was actually talking to another ethical therapist today, and she was like, you seem really intuitive.
Yeah.
And that's what's a lot of people also can't understand is that you were able to pick up on things between you and psychiatrists that other people who just don't have those abilities can't.
Right.
And I'm like,
yeah, I mean, you know, again, people love to be like, what? There's research that validates that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, people love to throw out the DSM as being like the only peer-reviewed thing that validates human experience. And like, that's not true.
Yeah.
And like, you know, again, if anybody actually is really interested in learning about that, that's great. But people need to stop. They have to stop like dissociating, intellectualizing, mentating, right? To be able to hear it. And part of what's happening is like people are freaking out, and so they can't, right? They can't like take it in to be like, yo. You know, not everyone. Yeah.
Here's the funny thing, Abby, is people are like, do you ever self-reflect? Do you ever? And then like these people aren't even taking the time to watch my video.
Right? No. That's what I'm saying. I cannot tell you how many times in the comments, just in my videos, where people will say something and I'll be like, that's not what I said.
I know.
Like, I made a joke to Len. I was like, you know, do we need to literally make a transcript of these videos to be able to be like, okay, let me point to like what was actually said? Because there seems to be,
I know.
There's just this, I mean, it's dissociation. It's dissociative. And it's again, like, it's dissociative. So, you know, people.
Because we'll bring it back to what you said, that people don't want to believe that there are unsafe people in safe spaces.
Or it's their own stuff. You know, like, again, in this, there's no way to describe the level of feeling about you without being like, I think this might be about these people. Like, again, there was, when someone else said it wonderfully, when it like occurred to me, because there was, I was like, oh shit. Like, people are really reacting to this woman in an insane, like, this is huge. And somebody said, it was like, yeah, exactly like you said, like a salad of emotion. This is literally a salad of emotion.
Like if a psychiatrist was anything, he was funny and smart, you know, and he used it. Like, it was a great way to say that without saying it, right? That he was feeling a lot.
I'm just like if you would look at the comments, this to me is a true salad of emotion. Like, I am just, there's a lot.
Once again, you know, it's reflecting right what happened in that room.
Yeah.
The humanity.
It's called reenactment. It's like,
it's ugly.
It's ugly, but it's also like, it's pure, you know, it's evidence-based. This is what happens. And again, it's fine. It's not fine. Like, what people are doing with that is fine. But, you know, what people are doing with that is not fine. But, like, it's normal that this happens to people. And we have to figure out how to stop the harm, right? That's part of, like, I talk a lot about on my platform, you know, like, we want to diagnose harm, not people, because people make sense. And so to me in this space, like, it's just like, obviously the goal right now is to stop the harm. And I think one of the things I just want to clarify for the people calling for 5150 holds or sending welfare checks to your house or being like this, like, we don't. So people who we need to do that for, right? Like, are not, as another provider, they're not functioning very well. Like, that's a real thing, guys. And part of, I think, what people don't understand is, like, how you could be functioning really well in this. You're just, you know, again, like you said, you got.
Because, like, that's the thing is that, yeah, I wasn't doing well because psychiatrists did not treat me well.
Right.
Like, it's not my mental health. And even that's the thing that, you know, a lot of ethical providers point out. Like, even if I was in mania, even if I was in psychosis.
Sure. We'd believe you. Yeah. That's how we would treat you.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how you treat people. Like, again, folks are like, well, if you have a psychotic patient, you treat within delusions. And in the history of treating people, right, nobody has ever been like, hey, you're crazy. And that's helped. Like, that has never been the mode, right? So, like, when I say, like, treat within the delusions, like, people will actually, you know, you don't go, hey, you're crazy. You go, hey, why do you think that? Hey, what's going on? You treat, right? Like, this is.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, look at how many people, like, when I was in here last night and nobody knew, it was like 80 people. I'm like,
this is crazy. Like, what the fuck are people saying? This is crazy.
I know.
What are you doing?
Like,
are you just sitting in your houses shouting that the two?
Yeah, somebody's sending over and over. Let's give them. Like, come on.
Why are you so? Can you reflect? Why are you so obsessed? Why is it so important that, you know, this woman stopped speaking?
I know, but instead they're gonna ask me, do I self-reflect? Not self-reflect on themselves.
I mean, honest to God, it's like a Black Mirror episode. I truly am just like, what the hell is going on?
Truly.
And the whole thing with the eyes also, and people have been, I'm like, you know, I imagine she's reacting to you, because one of the things that I keep doing, and I see it in myself, someone will put like an absolutely obscene comment, and like, I literally am like I'm
out of here, Posey.
Sorry, that's Lenny and the cat.
Okay. Hey, Lenny.
You have to mute yourself.
I thought I was muted. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But I told Lenny, so Lenny and I have known each other since childhood. And one of the things that, again, because but this is scary. Like, it's scary to come out here. I mean, again, I know you're not presenting as scared, but this itself as an experience is scary. So, it's very scary. Like, guys, why are you scaring everybody?
Yeah. I don't because they themselves are scared.
Exactly. You got it.
Right? Yeah.
And it's of what? Yeah. What is she gonna do?
Exactly. Yeah. I guess my truth is dangerous to all of these therapists and in training or, other patients, whatever it is. But yeah.
It's your certainty. It's
that I'm not backing down. That's what people, before I went to subscriber only in my comments, that's what people say that all the time. Like, how can you be right, but everyone else is wrong? I'm like, it's easy because I was the only one that was there in the room with him. That's how I'm the one that's right.
Yeah.
Is because my experience is valid.
Yeah.
My lived experience is real and nobody can take that away from me.
Right. And again, I think people just fully do not grasp that as mental health providers, we treat emotions and reactions.
Right.
That's the expression of the wound of whatever it is we're treating. So the idea that first of all, that you have harassed, right? Or that you made him uncomfortable. First of all, when people are you told him about a sexual dream and it made him uncomfortable. I'm has anybody heard of Freud? Anybody? Because he's a psychiatrist and that's what his job was all, right? I'm not clear on what the fuck is going on.
It's the Darvo again of because the reality is that man could have easily stopped me.
Well, that's his job.
Exactly.
To contain it. I think that's
he could have contained it.
That's the job. That's the again, it's not that's literally his job. We treat people's reactions, we treat their emotions, we try to give them a corrective emotional experience. And again, people are well, what this means intent. He didn't have to mean to cause harm for harm to exist. No, that's part of that's not
because he was I don't think so. What I tell people is that I just think that his God complex got in the way. He thought he could handle it.
Yeah, it's egoic. It's his ego. Yeah.
It's his ego. Right. He thought that he was above getting supervision. He thought that he was above naming what was going on and that he was just so good that he could manage it. And he harmed himself and me in the process.
Exactly. And that's a really beautiful way to put it. And it's again, what people really reacted to was the language, right? People are victim perpetrator. But I think, again, if anybody who can see this, this from a place of reality, right, understands that what you were saying, they're not accusations. You really talked about, he is a human being. You talked about how he didn't do anything wrong in right, and again, they're she said he didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, because she's saying again, this is a really, really difficult, hard, painful place. And it was still his responsibility because he was the provider to be able to know what to do with this. And if he didn't know, to go get support and help to do it. Right. And that's just that's full stop. And again, you're discrediting yourself. I'm guys, you can Google it. That's fine. Just Google it. That's I'm not saying anything that is not Googleable.
Yeah.
And harm, again, I just want to be clear, harm is not intent. People seem to be really harm is what happens. And so when a patient says this hurt me, when that's harm. You have to treat it. You have to meet it. And like what you said in your right, when you told, what happened, and you were like, this is what happened to me, you were talking about the harm to you. You weren't like, and I'm going to report him and get him and attack him. The internet did that.
The internet did that. And yeah. And it's just like, people just weigh in.
Well, they inserted themselves in it, which again is like a very, there's a thing happening here that like is pretty dissociative at large, where folks have just sort of said, you're everything. Like, I can't tell you how many videos I was seeing where I'm like, Kendra, I had a mother. Kendra was my mother. And like that mother is like all these different things. They're narcissistic, they're schizoid, they're this, they're that, right? Kendra was my perpetrator. Kendra was my friend. I had a
wow.
I'm like,
people are
guys,
saying
Kendra's Kendra. Do you not see that if you're making Kendra everything, then
wow,
this is about you, not Kendra.
Exactly. Like people saying, we only have one side of the story. Like, yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
That's correct.
Flip that on yourself too.
Yeah. Well done, guys. You just named the truth there. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
I just saw what Kendra says. Kendra is a criminal. I'm like, guys, what the fuck are you
doing? Are you in love with Abby yet? Are you like...
Yeah.
This is, but people just don't want to accept that, like, people in power can groom. Like, a lot of people have messaged me, like, you don't know what grooming is. You're wrong. I'm like, oh, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, grooming is about a power dynamic. Yeah, grooming is about a power dynamic. Like, yes, again, grooming, like, folks have gotten real caught up on language. They're real caught up on language. And, like, there's a reason that therapists, like, you cannot date your therapist, right? There's a reason. And there's a reason that there's in our code of ethics that therapists cannot date clients. It's not clients can't date their therapists, to be clear.
Right. Yeah, because we're not under code of ethics.
Right. But exactly. At least for therapists, I don't know what it is for psychiatrists, but if you see somebody, you have to wait 2 years because you literally are honoring the fact that you acknowledge your patient will have a lot of feelings for you because you are this important person in their life, that they wouldn't be able to consent to a relationship from a place without coercion without a 2-year window to let them get clear. Like, that literally honors exactly what you're talking about, right? Like, there are rules about protecting patients by giving them, by being like, yes, we know that, patients will feel for their providers. And so we don't want them to be coerced or moved by those feelings or mistake, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, Abby, this was really special. I just wanted to pop on here and say thank you. And, I trust that you've been blessing and blocking like me.
Yeah, I mean, Lenny's really good at that.
Oh yeah,
I'm slow, so
smashing that block button because like you and I just talked about, like, people just don't want to hear reality, and so who am I to want to shift that for them?
No, it's very healthy to sort of stop harm, to be like, no, I'm not going to allow you to hurt me. I know you want to, but I'm not going to allow you to. That's actually that's very good. We want to do that. So, but no, truly, just know I'm here. You are a real person. There are many people out there who know you are a real person, and, ignore this. This is not about you. It can't. There is no way it could be. But do make the best of it by, Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's by charging $3.
Yeah, exactly. But like for God's sake.
Also, yeah, like people are saying because I lost that yoga job, people are like, I'll pay extra for my subscription to do yoga with you on TikTok Live. Like,
listen,
things are going to be fine.
God forbid a woman won't stay down. You're supposed to be shamed here. Like, you're supposed to really, God forbid you make, like, that's really the problem. People are not seeing.
People are not, it's like I said earlier in the live that I'm not being the perfect victim.
Oh no, you're a terrible woman. You're not listening. You're not going, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You're not, putting other people's experiences, male experience above your own. You're like, no, I'm real. I'm here. And again, like feminist theory would be like, yep, we got it. Like, this is kind of what you expect.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just want to say to all the commenters that aren't my subs, I hope you had a lot of fun pouring everything out into Abby's comments.
Thanks, guys.
Abby, thank you so much for being
You're welcome.
just rooted in truth and reality and a voice for ethical providers everywhere. And I cannot wait to DM you to tell you more about like just how skilled your pattern recognition is. I'm going to go do that right now. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Your courage is
Thank you. And thank you to everyone who sent gifts on Abby's
yes, thank
live.
you.
That's so nice. And to Abby, like, that's really nice.
Send them to her. I'm fine.
No, they
I mean, I
sent
could.
a lot. Yeah. All right. Thanks again, Abby, for having me. And
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.